Hey, everybody. So this is Weekend in Portland, round two. We went down there on the 11th, and what an incredible experience. The people, the vibe, the atmosphere. It was so good. This past weekend, Saturday the 18th, uh, the complete opposite. The people, the atmosphere, the vibe was completely different. Before I get to that, I have pictures and clips I'll splice in. Thank you guys for watching these videos. The kind words and the encouragement go a long way. And let me tell you, good karma pays off in the weirdest ways. Case in point, the last video I posted a picture of the Roachmaster. It's a 93 Buick Roadmaster station wagon. That car has 300,000 miles on it. It just keeps going, and it's been an incredible car. Um, yeah, this past Saturday it was in Portland, and then it was in Tillamook and went up the coast and came home. The prior weekend it was in Portland and came home. The prior weekend it was at In-N-Out in Ridgefield and then in Astoria and came home. Prior weekend was like Ocean Shores. So that car goes everywhere. So last week I was at work and the forklift needed jump start. So, oh, all right. So I pulled the wagon over there and see some steam, and I'm looking at it. Oh, it's just a valve cover. I'm not super concerned with it. And then there's a puddle of coolant underneath it. I was like, well, I should probably be concerned with that. Oh, it's just a split heater hose, and all I had to do was take it apart, cut a little bit off, put it back on, as good as new. But what a random time to show me that it was leaking. Not the weekend before, not the weekend before, not the weekend before, when we were putting all these miles on it. Right there in my work parking lot while I'm jump starting a forklift. So, yeah, to me, that's good karma paying off. As for Portland, uh, we got there kind of earlier in the morning. I think it was about 11:30, maybe it was 12:30. I know I say it in a clip. There was nobody there. 10 people, maybe. And I'll put that clip. Boop. Hey, everybody. It's 11:30, October 18th. We are once again in the Roachmaster in our favorite parking spot outside of the ice facility. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on. There's a few people around the corner. Looks like they got like provisions and stuff. Water, maybe some food set up. Not much going on, but we did pass a bridge on the highway that had a whole bunch of people, and I can only assume they're heading down this way. So as the shenanigans continue, we'll keep you updated. Um, so yeah, I was just bored. So we go uh, walking along the river. They have a nice walking trail there, and we got out and walked between I think it's apartment complexes, like very high end apartments and condos. A lady we had talked to briefly said that, yeah, they were condos. Um, one of the most beautiful little walkways that you'd ever see in your life. And I took a clip of that, and I will put that right here. Boop. And it's just about noon, and we got tired of sitting in the car. So we just went for a little walk, and we were maybe 5 minutes walking away from the ice building. And
it's beautiful.
There's nobody here. It's serene, it's quiet, it's beautiful. Be back soon. Absolutely beautiful. Quiet, calm, serene. It was really good. And mind you, this is like a 3 minute, 5 minute walk from the ice facility. All right, we get back and there's a bit more people. They had the No Kings protest going on down there that day, which we saw. We weren't in it by any means. We kind of saw it from afar, and there was a lot of people. A lot of those people ended up at the ICE facility later on in the day. But a gentleman named Scott, incredibly nice guy. He was just kind of walking around with his FU Trump flag. He starts chatting us up. For somehow we got the same kick-ass parking spot that we had gotten the first time. But he just started chatting us up. Hey, how's it going? You know, we're just shooting the shit with him. And we, like always, there to hand out stuffed animals. And this time we got little water games. You remember those when you were a kid? Get the hoops on the things. Well, we got a bunch of those off of Amazon to give away. I was like, hey man, here. And like a kid, oh my God, thank you so much. And he goes back to his van, and then he comes back like 45 seconds later. Hey, they stole mine. Can I have another one? Yeah, absolutely. So we give him another one. We ended up giving him like 15, and he was going around and passing them out to people. But that dude and that experience was the only time that somebody's given back. And he gave us back a little plastic pig, which is cool for us because when we go geocaching, sometimes there's goodies in these geocaches. And if there's animals, we always snag an animal, and we always try to put something back in there. And now we have quite the geocache barnyard. That guy was incredibly nice. In some of these clips, you might be able to see him walking around with his flag, and for whatever reason, he had a long skirt on or a long dress on. Don't ask me why, but dude was incredibly kind. Yeah, for the most part, everybody was just doing their thing, yelling on the megaphones or, you know, FU ICE. The popular one of the evening was Timu Nazi, and then the whole crowd would chant it and stuff like that. But then when it started getting dark, things got crazy. A couple times throughout the day, they shot, the ICE agent shot tear gas and like dispersal smoke. There was two completely different chemicals used. One of them had this like weird red haze to it, an orange haze, and then the other one was just smoke. A little bit of one of the rounds got in the car, and I'll post that clip now. Boop. I'm not sure what just happened, but they've peppered a few people with the like the paintballs. They shot a disbursement. Oh, they just shot something. Just smoke. There is a lot of people here. Yeah, they're kind of lighting people up with the
Oh my God.
We are right here in the thick of it. We haven't really left the car much because, I mean, they opened the gate, and then of course they're yelling. Oh, that's probably why they shot it all out, to get people to disperse from the gate so they could get cars in. Yep. Cars are going in right now.
Wow.
This
Wow.
motherfucker better use this. There you go.
Don't hit us.
People are pissed off, but yeah, whatever they shot off dispersed pretty quickly. These people are choking and gagging, but
What in the fuck are they doing?
gotta use your mirrors. Oh my goodness. There you go. Grandmother,
Oh my
what are you
God.
doing?
She's scared. She's terrified right now.
Yeah, whatever they shot off got in it's in the car now. You got it in your throat?
I'm trying not to breathe.
I don't even think I can guesstimate how many people are here, but it's a lot. It's way more. It's way more than last week.
And I threw it right, right into the crowd of people and shot right into the crowd of people.
And even with the windows up and being however far away we were, it still gets you in the throat. And then things just kept getting crazier and crazier. People driving backwards or driving the wrong way on the one way street. We saw that quite a bit. One of these times that the gas was going off, and mind you, they're telling these people get out of the driveway. They didn't have it on the overhead, the loudspeaker like they did last time. They were just yelling at people, get out of the way, move, get out of the way, move. And they weren't listening at all. And then bam, they get gassed. And guess what? They moved. But I think it was the second time they gassed when we were there. I'm going to say it, she was at least 80. She's just driving down the street and just like happened upon all this chaos. And I didn't realize that she was as old as she was at the time. And she starts backing up. So she's reversing backwards down a one-way street. And mind you, Portland PD is around, but they are doing nothing. They're just standing around. They're just watching the protesters. They're not doing anything. They did nothing to help this woman. Finally, somebody had kind of was guiding her, no, turn this way, turn that way. She almost hit the car. I do have that in a clip. which I'll post here in a second. But she passes by, and then I saw that she, like I said, at least 80 years old, and the look of terror on her face, I will never forget, ever. So yeah, I'll post that video right now. Boop. There was a gentleman escorting a later found out independent journalist, ex-military, and come to find out he was ex-police officer as well. People were just laying into them like it was their fault all of this was happening. Oh, it's your fault. You know, it just unrelentlessly just tearing into these people. Like I said, come to find out from another video we saw, the guy is ex-military, ex-police officer, and that's what he does, is he escorts these female journalists to make sure that they're safe. And like I said, people were just tearing into these people for no reason other than the guy's, you know, with his, I think it was Desert Storm hat. He had his military hat on, and I can only imagine that's the only reason they were tearing into him. Because when we saw him, he was silent. The woman he was with was sitting on the bench behind a car. There's a lady across the street. I'm going to call her the belle of the trailer park. Some trailer park somewhere is missing their queen. Just yelling and screaming at these people from across the street, like the most obscene things that you've ever heard. So Crystal gets out of the car and gives her a little stuffed animal, and she starts crying that was the first kindness anybody has shown her while she's been down there. And I don't know if that was her first time down there or if she'd been down there prior, no idea. But yeah, she starts crying that nobody had showed her kindness whatsoever while she was there. Which is unfortunate because, Sid, the last weekend was awesome. The moral of the story, I guess, or we'll get there. I'm not sure what time it was, but we got out of the car. We were walking around handing out stuffed animals and, like I said, the little water games. And I had thought I seen something shoot towards the building, like a Roman candle or something. And it was so fast that, oh, maybe I didn't see that. But I think we have it on a clip, and I'll splice those clips in. But yeah, something shot from the crowd towards the building, and then all hell broke loose. Multiple canisters, multiple tear gas canisters going off, the smoke bombs going off. We got hit hard with that gas, and let me tell you, that stuff is absolutely no joke. You can't see anything because if you open your eyes, they're immediately on fire like you poured hot sauce in them. You can't breathe. It was not a good experience, and I don't think I have to go through that experience again.
For you?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. For you? Yeah, of
If you hurt American citizens, you will be held accountable.
course. Shit.
Somebody shot something.
Please walk. Be peaceful, everybody. Let them be We are here at protest now.
We're trying to get a car in or a car out.
Oh my god.
All right, it's like 7:30. Oh, we were just handing out stuffed animals and water games, and they fucking gassed. Oh,
God.
that shit is no joke. My eyes burnt so fucking bad.
God.
Wow, I don't know what's going on. I can't see shit. We made it back to the car. They're shooting off the percussive smoke bombs. Oh man, my eyes burned so bad. It only seems to be when they open the gate for cars to come in and out. 'Cause like I said, there's a lot of fucking people here.
Oh my god.
Oh man, but yeah, my eyes burned so bad. Oh, there's another one.
They're not fucking around right now.
Oh, good God, man. Snotting up a storm. Oh. Oh. Can you shine your flashlight on my face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
Looks like maybe things have calmed down. Nope.
Nope.
There's another one. Oh, right on my face. Let's see if this works, because... Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh. Whew. It seems to have cleared out of my lungs, but man,
My eyeballs are on fire.
that stuff is no joke.
Right? And it was like, bam, immediate.
I'm pretty sure one of their, they have two different smoke grenades. They have the percussive ones that they're launching out of something. Then they have these handheld ones. They're like Roman candles. Oh, one of them bounced off the side of the car as we were walking back to it. Ugh. Oh, man. There's another one. I'm not sure how loud that's going to be on the phone, but our windows are up. Holy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, much crazier experience than last week. And these people aren't really, I mean, they're yelling.
That's it.
And they got the megaphones, whatnot, but other than like being in the driveway, that's it. That's all these people are doing. Ugh.
We were just trying to pass out stuffies.
Yeah, they're not fighting with anybody. They're just basically standing in the driveway.
And they don't even do their announcement this time.
Said like last week they had an announcement over the loudspeaker to remove yourself from the area for the vehicles. But they're not doing that. They open the gate. Agents come out. And then they just start gassing. This is what, the third one we've experienced?
Yep. Yep. And this one's by far the worst.
By far the worst this one was. It
And
looks
I
like
feel like it's only going to get worse.
they got the gate closed up and everything's clearing out. So
And everyone's moving back in.
yeah, moving back in. Wow, that was crazy. All right, guys, keep you informed. But something that we saw this time that we didn't see last time, because maybe we weren't looking for it, maybe we're caught up in the party of it all. The frustration of the neighbors and the frustration of the local business owners. So right across the street, and I have a picture, and I'm going to put that up with a voiceover right now. Hey, little editor's note, while I'm doing this video, my voiceover thing didn't work. Guess I'm not smart enough for that yet. But in this pictures coming up, the area in gray is the ICE facility and its driveway. The area in red is the main protest area. The area in yellow is where they had provisions set up, food, water, stuff like that, medical. The little blip of green is the entrance for the apartment complex across the street. And the little blip of blue is where we were parked. Boop. There was a gentleman with a big F-350 towing a car, and he was trying to get into his own gated parking lot to drop this car off. And I'm going to estimate there was 1,000 people out there. And it's one intersection. You know, if you watch the news, they say, oh, Portland is on fire, or it's so peaceful. Well, neither of those are true. It's not the war zone that the right-wing media is playing it to be. And it is not the peaceful people in the inflatables that the liberal media is portraying it to be. It's somewhere in the middle, because these people aren't violent, not by any means, but they're not peaceful either. And I don't know what word to use, but something needs to be done. Somebody is going to get hurt, seriously hurt, or they're going to get killed, and it's going to be an accident. And I can only imagine what the headlines on either side would be as a result of that. And I'll get to that in a second. But it took this guy easily an hour to just get into his own lot to drop this car and then get back out, because nobody would move. They would finally, the Portland PD, who was incredibly kind, by the way. I talked to 3 of the officers because they were parked right behind my car, and I asked them for stickers, and they were all incredibly kind, but they didn't do anything. They were, like I said, they were just kind of standing around, like observing, just like a lot of the other people were. But finally, they kind of got out and made people move, stopped traffic so the guy could go the wrong way down the one-way road so he could get out of there. The apartment complex across the street, from a couple people, they haven't slept all summer, because this has been like a nightly thing for months. And I couldn't imagine if there was an ongoing party right outside of my window. So yeah, we definitely saw the frustrations of the neighbors. The apartment complex has a underground gated parking garage. People were trying to pull in there to like turn around because you couldn't go anywhere. There were so many people You couldn't drive anywhere. One guy pulled in and people are stopping him. Hey, you can't do that. And you could hear him from our car over the crowd. Motherfucker, I live here. And then, and he was able to get into his parking garage. But yeah, something's going to happen, and it's going to be an accident. Case in point, I think it was either earlier in the day, Saturday, or maybe it was a clip from Sunday. There is a clip of a younger ICE agent kind of pushing an older man back. Get back, get back. Well, he pushes him over a curb, and the dude falls flat on his ass, and you can see he's shocked too as he's falling. He gets up and he's pissed off, rightfully so. But what if there was another curb right behind him that he smashed his head on? It's that kind of accident that's going to happen. And you can immediately see a complete change in the ICE agent's body, his body language, his posturing. You could see it in his eyes that he knew he fucked up. But if anything had happened, that would have been on that guy. And neither one of them could see the curb because, the old man, it's behind him. Obviously, you can't see behind yourself. And the ICE agent has got a gas mask on. So he's tunnel visioned. He has no peripheral vision. He can't see down unless he's looking down. And he had no idea that curb was there. A buddy from work said that he was just driving through town here locally, and there were so many people for the protest here in town that they were kind of spilling off the sidewalk. And he said there was one lady in particular that was hanging out in the road with her sign. I think he said it just said "No Kings." But he said, dude, if anybody had inadvertently nudged her, he would have splattered her with his car. And it's going to be that type of stupid accident that happens. And again, could you imagine the headlines? It's going to be a dumb accident. It's not going to be left versus right or ICE versus a crowd. It's going to be something stupid and preventable. And I wish I had an answer. I wish I had anything other than just telling it how I saw it. Personally, after seeing the frustration in the neighborhood, the people that live there and the people that work there, seeing the terror on that old woman's face, these people just need to go home. Let the neighbors get some sleep. The ICE agents aren't going anywhere. Obviously, 3 or 4 months of protesting outside hasn't gotten anywhere. Go home. Let these people get some sleep. Maybe these folks maybe the ICE agents need to relocate to a remote building or something, because we know that they're not going to stop doing their job. And I don't know. I'm smart enough to know that something needs to be done, but I'm not smart enough to know what that something is. I think it was yesterday, it was announced that Trump could sit in National Guard. And I think there's still some appeals that are keeping him from doing so. But even if it's just in a directing traffic capacity, that's far better than what's going on down there now. You'll see videos that there's like 6 people outside and it's all peaceful. Yeah, that's absolutely the truth at some points. You see these videos where it's chaos and it's out of control and people are falling over each other and the tear gas and this and that. Yeah, that's true at certain points. Me personally, I think if you hit a certain age, let's say you're 65 and your primary job is to take care of the grandkids, Leave these people the fuck alone. They're not doing anything to harm anyone. And then on the other hand, if you have a criminal record, get the fuck out. If you have a criminal record here or in your country of origin, peace, get out of here. Case in point, Crystal showed me a video, and it was an elderly Hispanic woman in tears about her son getting snatched up and deported. Oh, they're going to kill him. They're going to kill him. When he gets home, they're going to kill him. And she doesn't say if it's like the cops or maybe it's a gang or what. She just says, when my son gets home, they're going to kill him. And she's not fake. She's being completely sincere. And it really tugs at your heartstrings. Until you research who the guy is and you find out that he sexually assaulted and murdered a little girl in his home country. So, as I've said before, please, everybody, do your own research. The left, the liberal media wants you to think everything is as peaceful as it can be. The right-wing media wants you to think that it's just total chaos and disorder and shit's on fire. But none of that is true. There's moments of each. But as like a whole, it's the whole gauntlet. I think I covered just about everything. Me personally, I don't need to go back. I got the best of it. I got the worst of it. I can make an informed decision now. And yeah, to go along with the, again, if you have a criminal record, fuck off. If you don't, these ICE agents should be giving these people like an on-the-spot citizenship test. The citizenship test is 20 questions. You have to answer them out loud. It's not multiple choice or anything like that. You have to study for, I think it's 128 questions, and get 20 of them. I don't remember how many of the 20 you have to get right, but they ask you 20 questions out of 128. Give them 5. You get 3 out of 5 right. Give them an I-10, I think it's called, number. It's basically a social security number for tax purposes. Issue them the number right then and there and tell them to get a job. Contribute to society. I don't know. And I don't think any one of us has any idea what to do. So please, guys, do your own research. Don't fall for the fucking bullshit that they're feeding you. I've said it before, and it doesn't matter if it's left or right. These are businesses that need your engagement to make money. So don't engage. They don't make money. Journalistic integrity used to be a thing. It isn't anymore. And it's unfortunate, especially for the elderly that grew up trusting the news. Because back in the day, the news was just the news. Good, bad, feel-good stories, the most terrible shit you've ever heard of in your life, it was just the news. And it's just not that way anymore. And unfortunately, especially the elderly people, they may not realize that the news today is not the news from even 20 years ago. It's a corporate money-making machine. And again, your engagement is how they make money. Don't fall for their fucking bullshit, because it's bullshit. Any which way you slice it, it's garbage. All right, guys, I'll splice in some pictures, because you know what? If you've never been to Portland, go. It is absolutely beautiful. I said there's one intersection in the whole city that can be chaos. There's a couple areas that you maybe don't want to be walking through at night. They do have a homeless problem, but it's not the rundown shithole that people are making it out to be. But it's not the, singing kumbaya, peaceful place that the other people want you to believe. See it for yourself. It's a beautiful city. On that note, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.